Good evening, Mrs. Jacobs. As you have known, we have been doing our work by analyzing two companies from the automobiles that we believe will be a best fit for you to invest in. However, between these two, we have decided in one that will work best for you, and it's the better opportunity. So in this case, we are studying GM and Toyota. A quick background: GM is a United States company, while Toyota is a Japan's company. So we are studying a foreign and a domestic company. So in this case, first we were analyzing GM's and its economic income statement. We have decided to first off analyze the gross profit. The gross profit is determined by subtracting the cost of goods sold from the total revenue. And it let us know how much profit the company is gaining in that will be kept for them. In this case, we have used years 2015, 16, and 17, so we could get an idea of how the trends are working. From 2015 to 2016, we are able to see that GM actually has gained $2,915 extra dollars, which is good to the company because it lets us know that they have had an improvement or a better year, which helps them gain a bit more extra money than losing them. However, for 2016 to 2017, we are able to see that they have decreased by almost half of what they gained last year, which is $1,936, which it's bad for the company because it's showing that they might not have problems, or it's not as popular as it was, or their production system is costing more than what they are actually. So the second aspect, we decided to research for the income statements for the gross profit, and the third one will be net profit margins. The gross profit margin is an indicator of the percentage of the company's revenue available to meet operating costs and other expenses. So based on this definition, the best way for a company to show that they're doing really good will be to at least have a 1% that will show that they are able to at least pay once a year. As for the net profit margin, it's also an indicator of the company's profitability communicated by dividing the net income by the revenue. So as we could see, for the gross profit from 2016 to 2015 to 2016, there was an increase by 1.02, which means that the company is increasing and doing better. They might have other modifications that are helping improve these numbers. As well, for 2016 to 2017, they had an increase of 0.84%, which is not as good as the years prior, but that's still an increase, so it's a good indicator that they're doing good and that this might be a good option to invest in. As for the net profit margins, however, we are able to see that from 2015 to 2016, they had a 0.63% decrease, which is not as great as how we expect to see, because it's best to have them in the positive numbers. As for the 2016 to 2017, there was also a decrease, and this time it was way larger. It was 3.11%. So now it's important for an investor to also analyze balance sheets. In the balance sheets, it's really helpful because they let us know the return, how the company is doing. So in this case, we decided to study the return on assets ratios, which the return on assets ratios, it's net income divided by average total assets. So just like the income statement, we decided to study 2015, 2016, and 2017. So we are able to see that GM actually had a decrease from 2016 to 2017 by a 0.73%, which it might not seem as big, but for a company as big as them, that's quite a lot. And the 2016 and 2017 year, it just got worse. You can see that it's a 0.243%, which indicates that because of this, GM might not be a good option to invest in because the numbers are just not going up, and we could indicate that they might continue going lower. So the second aspect we decided to study from the balance sheet would be the return of equity ratio. So the return of equity ratio is determined by dividing the net income by the stockholders' equity. In this case, we could see that from December 2015 to 2016, the business company had a decrease of 2.79%, while from 2016 to 2017, the company had a 10.47% of decrease, meaning that they haven't been able probably to work on it and get a better numbers. So this could mean that this will not be a good option to invest in. The last aspect we decided to study was the current ratios. The current ratios are determined by the total current assets divided by total current liabilities. In this case, we have seen that from 2015 to 2016, the numbers, the ratio stay the same, which is a good indicator, nor a bad indicator. They're just like living at it. However, in 2016 to 2017, the company lost a 0.02%, which it's bad. It's not that much, but it's bad because it could be a new trend that GMC might be having. So now for Toyota was our second option, and same process as GMC, we are going to be studying first the gross profits. In the gross profits, we are able to see that from 2015 to 2016, there was actually an increase in profit where they gained around $400 million. While from 2016 to 2017, they lost around $900 million, which is bad for a company like that. If you look at the numbers, they should be gaining, not losing. However, by 2017 to 2018, they were able to regain some of that money, and they gained around $600 million, which is good. Based on this trend, we could see that it could go good or bad. It's just as a matter of fact of how it works. The second and third analysis we're doing on the income statement are gross profit margins and net profit margins. So for the gross profit margins, we could see that from 2016 to 2015 to 2016, the company had lost a negative 2% of their gross profit margins, while they regained that profit margin from 2016 to 2017 by 2%. And we could see that there's a trend going on because by 2017 to 2018, the company had lost the 2% that they had gained the prior year. So this trend is like, you could say unsteady, but it's also predictable because it's just going losing, gaining. So it could be a good option to invest, but not the greatest. And so for the net profit margins, we could see that from 2015 to 2016, they lost at 1.8%, while from 2016 to 2017, the decrease just increased and became 2.6%. However, by 2018, they gained a 4%. Now for the back to the balance sheets for Toyota, the first one we will be studying will be return on assets ratio. So we could see that from 2015 to 2016, the company lost 0.08%, which is not a big number. However, we could see that it's just getting worse as the year goes on, because from 2016 to 2017, we are able to see that they lost 1.12%. But by 2018, they were able to increase their return of assets to 1.2, which is a good indicator that they might start a new good trend this following year. As for the debt ratios for Toyota, we could see that from 2015 to 2016, the company lost 1% of the debt ratio, while from 2016 to 2017, they stay the same, which so far it's a good indicator that they're doing okay and their system is actually efficient for them. However, by 2018, they had a loss of 0.2%. Lastly, our current Toyota's current ratios were from 2015 to 2016. They increased a little bit. It wasn't that much, but that was still good because any little bit, it's good for the company. However, by 2016 to 2017, we could see that the company actually lost 10.10% from their current ratios. However, and by 2017 to 2018, the company lost 0.02%, which is still a bad indicator that they're losing, and it would not be good to invest in. For investor to invest, they also have to take into consideration other aspects and factors of why the company may be gaining or losing money. For example, we could see that for General Motors or GM, they might be they are doing researches aside from just creating vehicles and all that. We could see that they have a research on the use of lighter materials, which with the idea of the lighter materials, it's to create creative car shapes, and so there could be like different models and not the common ones. And by creating different car models, that could actually increase their sales, because it will be something unique that it won't be in the market, and it won't be as competitive as a normal car. And if it's done correctly, like I said, there will be higher profits and increased fuel efficiencies with growing gas prices. And the cars will become more affordable. That's their main goal. As for Toyota, we are able to see that they are researching on making more efficient batteries that would help extend the lifetime of a battery, and a consumer or owner of a car of a Toyota will have to switch it out less than if it was like right now. And they are doing another research, which is studying it's studying the advancements of technology and automobile drivings. If it's done correctly, in a couple of years, Toyota could come up with a new car that's self-driving cars, so there will be no need of actual drivers driving the car. And another thing will be, as stated previously, the batteries will be replaced less frequently than if it's normal. So we have come to a conclusion after analyzing all these evidence and numbers and data, and we have concluded that Toyota will be the best option. Yes, it's having some losses throughout the process, but based on the other factors that they have going on, we could predict that they are investing money in these new researches that will eventually help them make better vehicles that at the end will help bring more consumers to them and raise up sales and revenue profits. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.